pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Joe Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Coates. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Ravens.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run the counter. Coat. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. This time, Burrow will look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And it is up.
It is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Ravens 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
To number 20.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
28, Joe Mixon.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2-yard line.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got this complete to Hamilton. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Baltimore.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Lining up for the extra point.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
For Baltimore.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
It's Mixon on the counter. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
At the 11-yard line.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 56 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Ravens.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Second and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. This is caught. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Justin Tucker.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll run on first down. Coates, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Complete to Mark.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
7-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Queen on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd and 6.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run here with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. And that last run good enough to have him surpass for his career. Get this, folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the